Come on, Annie. Let's go to the movies.
This is the Cinereelists, episode 472. My name is Kyle.
My name is James.
And my name is Zach.
And we're here to talk about movies, movie lists, and movie obsession for the next hour or so. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Kyle. I see that James is at the cabin.
James is at the cabin.
I am. I'm at the cabin up in Georgia.
Yeah.
The mountains
Kyle, you
in
got a new
Georgia.
background.
I do have a new background. I finally put my posters up, and I've got my, on this side, Empire Strikes Back poster. On this side, Star Wars re-release poster from the 90s. And then over there, which you can't see, is my Return of the Jedi poster.
Nice. You got the Holy Trilogy there.
I do. All three.
Zach's
The
shaking
three good
his
ones.
head. Why are you
Important
shaking your
ones.
head?
I'm curious from two Star Wars heads.
Okay.
Right.
What is a more official title of the first movie? Star Wars or A New Hope? If I'm only including those two options, would it be more appropriate to call it Star Wars or A New Hope?
Star Wars.
Okay.
Look at the poster. The poster just says Star Wars.
That's true.
Look at the Empire Strikes Back poster. The Empire Strikes Back poster says The Empire Strikes Back.
It looks like there's more words though.
There is around it. It says the word Star Wars.
Okay.
But the prominent title is Empire Strikes Back. Any Star Wars head, as you call it, knows that A New Hope was a retcon title.
When was it retconned in? How long after?
I don't know, James. Would you say it was before Empire Strikes Back, but not when it came out originally?
Yeah, I mean, I believe it was a decent time afterwards, for sure. I think it was like after Return.
Do you think for like
in that lull?
Like VHS when it came out then was when they called it New Hope?
Yeah. I think it was like the 80s by the
Is
time
Luke
they started
the
doing
New Hope?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't ever really thought about that, but yeah, probably.
Luke is the New Hope. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Is that normal Luke or bigger Luke?
Medium-sized Luke.
Yeah, there's a third Luke who's just in between.
Right.
All right, James, take it away.
Exactly. Well, welcome to the podcast. We got to go over a few quick things, and then we'll jump into the fun. First of all, we need to remind you guys that if you're listening to this right now and not watching it, you could be by going to YouTube, searching Cinereelists, R-E-E-L with an S on the end. We have a YouTube channel where we're uploading every episode. So if you'd prefer to watch us talk instead of listening to us talk, that's the place you do it. You could also support the podcast on Patreon at patreon.com/Cinereelists. Support the podcast, get extra after show audio, as well as t-shirts and mugs and all kinds of other Cinereelist swag. Also, we're running a drive, an effort, I don't know what you would call this, an initiative to achieve 200 Apple Podcast reviews. That's the threshold that Rotten Tomatoes sets to include a podcast in their Rotten Tomatoes percentage meter. And we think that'd be really fun to be included in the percentage meter. And we need your help doing it. And the only way we're going to get there is with your help. So,
James, we should do a telethon.
A telethon, like a 24-hour podcast?
Yeah,
Where we're just,
yeah.
Where we're just begging for podcast reviews.
People can call in, tell us the review they're leaving and the rating. We don't leave the air. We bring Jerry Lewis on.
Sure.
He tells some jokes.
Jerry Lewis, I don't think he's with us anymore.
I don't think so, but let's bring him back.
Okay.
We'll bring back hologram Jerry Lewis.
That would be great. Wouldn't that be good?
No, it would not be good.
Okay. All right.
What
we
a
won't do
waste of
that.
money.
Do either of you have a good Jerry Lewis impression in you? I mean, this is a podcast.
No.
Hey, ladies.
Ladies.
That's the only one I know.
Guys, I think that was both good. I think the listeners can write in and tell us who did better, James or Kyle. You won't know who did what unless you watch the video version.
Right.
You know, instead
Right.
of writing in, I'd rather you leave an Apple Podcast review telling us who did a better job with their Jerry Lewis impression.
Well, then we'd get a low rating, I feel like.
Well, it's not 200 good ratings; it's just 200 ratings, right?
That's true, but James, anything else?
Yeah, we got one today or this week. I guess it was on the 26th, so that was 3 days ago. We
Okay.
got we've got a couple of reviews
Let's get
this week, but we
specific.
got one that was actual. It was a text review, and we've promised that if people leave text reviews, we're gonna most likely read them on the podcast. So I'm gonna read this one right now. It's a 5-star review, as it should be. This is from Pika Bizzle. The review is titled "Fun, Informative, Casual, and Hilarious." Which one am I? I'm hilarious, I think. Zach's what? Casual?
Casual.
Informative?
I'll take
What's-
informative.
Oh, I thought you wanted to be fun.
I can be fun and informative.
Sure. And then there's a fourth here that who knows who that is. All right. Pika Bizzle writes, I've been listening for years, and this really is my favorite movie podcast.
Yes.
What I love most is that these are just a handful of normal dudes who love chatting about movies. They aren't pretentious, they aren't snobs, and they don't necessarily think their opinions are, quote, right, unquote, or better than anyone else's. Listening to Cinereelists feels like you're just hanging out with friends, chatting about movies. And there are plenty of times that you find yourself wishing you were there, talking to your car stereo, trying to get your opinion in. Over the years of listening, there are now tons of ongoing jokes and arguments that at this point I feel I'm a part of. And I love when they
Yes.
randomly come up. They do some pretty long episodes, which I love. Those are always my favorite
Yes.
ones. A lot of other podcasts seem to shy away from diving deep or focus too much on keeping the format too, quote, tight. I like Cinereelists for keeping it casual and not trying to always cut themselves off from their discussions. If you're a movie lover,
Yes.
Sorry, James. without being a movie snob, this is the podcast for you. Well, I don't like that last line, but other than
What's
that,
wrong with being a movie lover, James?
it's weird.
It's
don't-
not weird.
It is weird.
No, I love
Introduce
movies. I'm a movie
introduce
lover.
yourself to somebody new you
Yeah.
never met before,
Hello.
and just be like, "Yeah, I'm a movie lover."
Yeah, my name is Zach.
I
and
guarantee
No.
you, they will snap judge you, and from then
No.
on, you're gonna have to work yourself way back into their
It's-
good graces.
it
because
is-
you've
no, it's
immediately
endearing.
turned them off.
You know what would turn me off is if
What?
someone said I'm a movie buff. I just read that. I just
Yeah.
met them and they say they're a movie buff. Like what? You watch movies in the nude? What does this mean? You
No,
like watch movies while you work out?
Everybody knows what a movie buff is. Being a movie lover that's just it's two words
No.
that don't go together.
No,
It's
no.
weird.
Cinephile means movie lover. Cinephile.
You can say I love movies. That's fine. Movie
I do love
lover,
movies, James.
movie lover is weird.
Yeah.
It just is.
I like to watch sweet, sweet movies. Kyle, what are your thoughts?
No.
Would you prefer if I introduce myself as, hi, my name is Kyle, and I'm a lover of movies?
Yeah,
See, I don't like that.
That
That's-
makes you uncomfortable, Zach?
No,
that's
yeah, I
weird,
don't-
but less weird than I'm a movie lover.
No, movie lover for sure. Cinereelists is a podcast for movie lovers.
No.
Nope.
And just lovers. Anyone can listen to Cinereelists.
No.
Yeah, so Pika Bizzle has...
That's Virginia.
That's right. Was it Pika Bizzle? Was that who wrote the review?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. It must be like a Pokemon.
That's a Pikachu. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Pika Bizzle has a point, though. Before I joined the podcast, as an avid listener, I would always want to like chime in, and I couldn't, and I'd often like be texting Zach as I'm listening, either with corrections or additions. So yeah, there definitely is a desire as a listener just like want to jump in, and I think that glad other people pick up on that, and we're approachable.
yeah,
But
I mean,
if you see me in the street,
Pika
don't talk to
Bizzle.
me. No pictures. I don't want to talk to anyone.
Pika Bizzle is a long time listener. You guys know this guy. This is Logan. He's
Yeah.
written into the show a bunch.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just he took his last name and made something out of it. But
I mean, I assume.
Right. You assumed. Nice.
James, maybe you're the informative one.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for reviews, iTunes, Apple Podcast reviews for this week. If you have not left us a podcast, do it. Do it already. Go to your Apple Podcast app, scroll down, click that review button, and leave us a star rating. 5 stars only. And maybe some
now's the time to teach your parents how to leave reviews online, right?
Mhm.
Like,
yeah.
they want to learn. They're like not super tech savvy. This is a way that you can teach them how they could leave their own reviews.
Right.
And if they don't have an iPhone, now's the time to buy them one.
Don't do that.
If you didn't have a good enough excuse yet, now you do. It's
Like, look, you can make phone calls. You can rate Cinereelists. I don't know what else I need to tell you about this thing.
50 minutes later. I want to mention again that we formed a Cinereelist group on the OscarPix.app website. And
Oscar
you can join us
ballot.
at OscarPix.app.
Oscar picks or Oscar ballot?
Oscar Picks.
All right.
Oscar ballot?
Oscar Picks. That should be their tagline. Oscar ballot? No, Oscar Picks.
OscarPix.app.
So you can go there and you can follow the link in the show notes. If you're on YouTube, it's in the show notes. And join the Cinereelist group. And you too can fill out an Oscar ballot. And then on the night of the Academy Awards, it will live update with a leaderboard and ranking, and you can compete for prizes and fame.
There are actual prizes.
Yeah. Well, you could be a winner of different categories.
Oh.
Respect prizes,
Yeah.
not literal prizes. Although we could totally put up literal prizes. We have
James
We
will
have
give you a free digital code.
yeah, I'll give you a free digital code to a bunch of movies. Or we could also do a Cinereelist mug, right?
Yeah.
We've
if
got
you'll,
those.
if you'll send it out.
I think we
Oh.
could afford that. Yeah.
I'll mail a Cinereelist mug to anybody who wins our Oscar
Do-
ballot pool. I'm down.
Okay. So whoever wins the Cinereelists OscarPix.app group on
Mhm.
Oscar night, James is going to mail a Cinereelist mug. And that includes international mailings, apparently.
Sure.
Anyone.
I mean, how much could it cost, right?
It could.
Guess we're gonna find out.
But if it costs $100 to mail, we're going to do it faster.
How much does mail to Trinidad and Tobago cost? I just want to know.
Oh, man. Did I tell you guys I have an update on that?
Yeah.
No.
No, I mean, you didn't tell us.
I've
but-
received word back from the office of the president of Trinidad and Tobago.
Did they decline?
her supreme what's the title? Her supreme excellency.
Eminence or something like
Eminence,
that.
yeah, okay.
Do you guys want to know what they wrote back?
I'm
Not
dying
really.
to know. I can't wait
Okay.
to know.
Let me look at my email real quick. I wasn't surprised that I heard back,
Right?
frankly. Okay. Your Excellency. That's who I wrote to.
Mhm.
Okay. I received pretty promptly, actually, the next day, I received an email back saying, received with thanks, Office of the President.
Oh, so you got like an auto reply.
No. This is this was typed out because the formatting is weird. So this was not an auto reply. This was intentionally written. So my foot's in the door.
So they have at least seen your email.
Yes.
It is
So
on
you-
Her Excellency's desk.
You assume another reply is coming.
No.
Okay. I was gonna
Certainly not
say.
another reply. Well, but when I reply to this, I feel like they'll remember me. They'll connect it to this. They didn't just receive it; they received it with thanks. So I think our goal of getting the president of Trinidad and Tobago onto the show to talk about Trinidadian movies is coming. It's moving along
Oh yeah.
You should
Right.
just write back, "You're welcome,"
with thanks.
with thanks.
With thanks, you're welcome. I
Yeah.
dare you.
That'd be a way to know if it's an auto reply.
For sure.
If we enter some cycle.
If you get the exact same one back.
Mhm.
Right. Exactly. Kyle, what's going on in your world?
So I learned a movie fact this past week, and I just need to share it.
Oh, he's informative.
It is, yes. I'm being informative one, this one. All right, so you guys are familiar with the 20th Century Fox fanfare, correct?
Yes.
The like music.
Yeah, the music, right?
Yes.
With the snare, the drums, and the ba-ba-da-da, right? Okay. So
I
that was
don't know it. Could you sing it again? Just in
Would you
full?
like me to really sing it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would. Yes.
Okay, so you got the ba-ba-da-da. Oh no, it starts off with the snare jump, 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 dum bum. Then the horns come in. Ba-ba-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then the strings. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba. Now there's no chords there, and it's out of pitch. But
Yeah.
you get,
Could you
you get the
could you
idea.
do it again in tune though?
No, I cannot do it in tune.
That was pretty impressive. You can tell you were a music teacher because you could just like do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
A band teacher, not a choir teacher, though. Big difference.
Okay.
So anyway, that fanfare was written in the 30s by Alfred Newman, who is related to, he's the father of Thomas Newman, who's a film composer, as well as the uncle to Randy Newman, who we probably know better, right? Who's also composer, Toy Story, right?
Mhm.
However, in the 30s, it was just the first half of that fanfare that I sang for you. Like, you know, where the strings come in, the ba-da-da-da, that was not part of it.
Oh, it was just the
Yeah.
second half.
No, it was just the first half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the 50s, when they added CinemaScope, which is the 2.35:1 ratio, they needed a fanfare for CinemaScope. So then he added on the second half. So if you're like in the 50s, you sat down to a 20th Century Fox movie, you would see 20th Century Fox on the screen and hear the first half of the fanfare. Then the screen would transition to CineScope and you hear that second half of the fanfare.
Hmm.
In the 60s and 70s, that fanfare fell out of fashion because a lot of American filmmakers didn't want to have like big opening numbers to their music, to their films anymore, right? It felt like, you know, an old stuffy way of doing it. But there is one movie that brought it back. Can either of you guess what that is? And
Star
James,
Wars.
you might be Star Wars. That's right. George Lucas liked that fanfare, and he liked kind of the old style way of making films. So he brought the 20th Century Fox fanfare back for Star Wars, but John Williams did something else with it. The first chord of the Star Wars theme is the same as the final chord of the 20th Century Fox fanfare. So what John Williams did is he basically made the 20th Century Fox fanfare the opening fanfare to Star Wars by writing his piece in the same key. So that's a huge reason why for a lot of people they're so ingrained, because they just naturally flow from one to the next, and that was very intentional on John Williams' part.
So if a
Interesting.
different studio had distributed Star Wars,
Mm-hmm.
then the Star Wars music would be different.
Very possibly, yes. Or
Someone
may-
should
might be-
make it in the key of all the different studio intros.
to like Universal intro.
Yeah,
and-
to see what it
yeah,
would have been. Yeah.
Yeah. So
It kind of makes sense because in the new Disney movies, you know, they don't have the 20th century fanfare at the beginning, and it
Mhm.
doesn't feel right to me. And I thought it was just purely nostalgia. Like, it's like the 20th century logo is a part of the Star Wars movies to me.
it is. Yeah.
But maybe it's deeper than that. Maybe it's literally like chemistry,
I
brain
think
chemistry.
I think it's that second half of it, right? The fact that Williams was able to use the fanfare to set up the movie,
Mhm.
right? And it primes you. You hear that fanfare and you're like, okay, I'm ready for this movie to start. And like your brain just knows when that fanfare ends, then I'm gonna get that big Star Wars chord to come in. And when you don't have that, when you just get the chord right away, you're right, you're missing something.
You're missing the buildup.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a fun fact.
So yeah, I heard that on another podcast called 20,000 Hertz. It's a sound related podcast, so they cover all kinds of sounds. And I just heard that, and I needed to share it with the world.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Do they talk about more movie things on that podcast, or is it mostly not that?
They do. It's not just movies, but they do talk about movie sound. They have a whole one on the Wilhelm scream, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
So, and they get the whole history of that. Another Star Wars related fact
Nice.
right there.
If you
Cool.
guys made a movie, would you include the Wilhelm scream?
Oh yeah.
No.
You wouldn't.
Nope.
What if you made it like? What if it was a big battle and there was tons of people, dying, and you like mixed it into the overall sound of chaos?
Well, somebody'd have to do that without me knowing, because my movies are Wilhelm free.
All right, when James makes a movie and I do the sound design.
I would go a step further. I would have whatever character does the Wilhelm scream, I would name him Wilhelm in the film.
You would name him
as
it
like
would
a
be
nod
named
to movie buffs. Yeah.
Sure. It wouldn't be a nod to movie lovers, just movie buffs.
No, because movie buffs would care about that kind of thing. Movie lovers just enjoy movies. They're not snobs like that.
Yeah, they weirdly enjoy movies. They oddly enjoy movies.
No,
creepily enjoy movies.
Lover.
No.
Can I say that if I met two people, and one person said I'm a movie lover, one person said I'm a movie buff, I'm much rather want to talk to the movie lover.
Yes.
I think they actually watch movies. Like a movie buff watches Pulp Fiction and The Matrix.
Yeah.
Which I love. But I don't think they're a lover of movies.
You guys are insane. If you met
A
somebody
movie-
off the street and you weren't a part of this 5-year-long conversation about whether you should say movie lover or not.
Yeah.
And somebody came to you and said, "I'm a movie lover." You'd be like, "Ew, that's cringy."
No, it's not cringy.
What do you mean by
I would
that?
much rather talk
What do you
to the
mean by
movie
that?
lover.
Not cringy. James, you really lean hard on the wrong emphasis. of that.
What are you talking about?
I mean, right. If they said I'm a movie lover, yeah, then I'm gonna like back away. But I'm a movie lover. Okay, much different.
If
No.
James said he was a movie lover and he said it like I'm a movie lover, I would of course back away. Absolutely.
That sounds like there's a comma there. I'm a movie lover.
No.
Yeah.
No. You if you just say movie buff, you don't have to even worry about the inflection.
No.
Nobody questions movie buff.
Movie
Nobody
buff is like
questions-
what? You're applying wax to the movies? No.
You can say you love movies. I love movies. Not
I
creepy
do
at
love
all
movies.
to say that. But the moment you phrase it, I'm a movie lover, it's
Movie
not
lover.
something a normal person says. It's just
Yes. It is. It is.
not. No.
I'm gonna change the Instagram bio to say ran by 3 movie lovers.
No.
Just
Two
3
movie lovers.
talking
2 movie
movies.
lovers and a movie buff, please. Just put that in there.
That actually, if we want to rename Cinereelists, that could be the new one. 2 movie lovers and a buff.
That does not sound good either.
No,
I
okay.
know.
That sounds worse now that I say it.
Way worse.
Wow, what a terrible idea, Kyle. Why would you suggest that? Chiwetel Elijah 4.
All right, let's get into this week's review.
What are we talking about this week?
We are talking about the drama Minari, which is an Oscar-nominated film that I saw about a month ago, and you guys are catching up on. You're trying to get all those Best Picture nominated movies watched before the official ceremony. And so we watched Minari, so you guys could check another one off the list. We're going to talk about it right after this clip.
데이빗, 공짜로 찾을 수 있는 걸 돈 내고 사면 안 돼. For the house, we have to pay for water. 어? 우리 농장은 필요한 걸 다 땅에서 얻어내면 돼. 그게 바로 머리를 쓰는 거야. 알겠지?
앤 여기 있어. 엄마, 이제부터 쓰레기를 우리가 태워야 해요? 시간 없지?
That was a great clip.
What
That
a
was
great
really
clip.
strong clip. Yeah.
It was awesome. What a
Yeah.
great movie.
You picked the right clip, James.
Thank you. Minari is
all right.
a 2020 American drama film.
A movie buff would mess up like that.
I would,
Yeah,
for sure.
Movie lover would just know 2020 right there.
Written and directed by Lee Isaac Chung, starring Steven Yeun, Han Yi Ri, Alan Kim, Noel Kate Cho, Yoon Yu Jung, and Will Patton, amongst others. The official IMDb plot synopsis. I need a drink of water. For Minari is a Korean family starts a farm in 1980s Arkansas. What is going on with me?
Wait, read that. Is that all it is?
I'm going to read it again. This is the full synopsis according to IMDb. A Korean family starts a farm in 1980s Arkansas.
Hey, I just learned a new Arkansas fact.
that
What,
this movie takes place in it.
Yes.
Is that
I wonder-
all? That's all the IMDb synopsis is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was filmed there.
No.
Probably not. It's probably
This is-
Georgia.
This is completely off topic, but have you guys been to IMDb lately?
Yes.
What is their thing? I mean, the redesign is the worst.
Oh,
I mean-
I'm avoiding that redesign. As
What
long as they'll let me.
redesign? I
They
haven't seen the redesign.
redesigned IMDb, and I don't know what they're thinking. It's the worst. It's the most
It's-
boxiest, annoying looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't go to IMDb. I just use the app. The app is great.
What's nice about going to IMDb, the old design, is you can click on a year next to a movie, and then you can see all the movies in that year and sort it, various ways. In the new design, you can't click on the year next to the movie anymore. It's just not a link. It's just text.
Oh, you
And
know what?
you can't find anything.
When I go there, it's the old design, and at the top it says, "Get a sneak peek of the
Mhm.
new version. Check it out now."
Don't check it out.
I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, check it out, but then go back as soon as you can.
Well, how do you go back?
You hit back. You hit the back
Oh,
button.
okay. Okay, so it's a redesign that you don't have to look at if you don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, I have the new design, and across the top it says, "For a limited time, go back to the older version of this page," and then it gives you a link
Okay.
to go back.
Well, then I will check it out.
So IMDb, new design, no good. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Minari. Like I mentioned, I saw it a while ago. I do have memories of this movie, but I also remember not really enjoying it. I kind of wish I had rewatched it for this review, but I did not quite get to it. So I'm definitely curious to see what you guys think about it. But just to set it up, it's kind of a critical darling movie, I would say. It was very well received as a kind of low-key drama. And yeah, it got Oscar nominations, including a Best Picture nomination. And so I kind of felt like when I watched it, I should have liked it. And I think I watched it right around the time that insurgents were invading the U.S.
The Capitol?
government, the Capitol building. Like it was right in that time period, like in that, like a day or two after that. And I was just not in the mood for an inspiring immigrant story for some reason. I was not in the headspace to properly receive that. And so that's my excuse for not having fond memories of it. But yeah, what did you guys think of Minari? Is that how you pronounce it? Minari?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I thought this is an interesting movie. It told it's an American dream story, right? About the immigrant family who opens a farm and is trying to to live the dream, right? Be independently wealthy and have your own house and provide for your kids. So I thought that was, I think it's always an interesting story, and this is an updated setting. I don't think I've seen a immigrants movie about the 80s and about a Korean family. So definitely that was all new for me. And I thought there was two interesting plot lines going on. Where one, you have the father, played by Steven Yeun, trying to run a successful farm, and he's trying to do things, I guess you call it the Korean way. And he, in Arkansas, at least this part of Arkansas, there's kind of some, I won't call it, help me out here. It's not backwards thinking, but like the divining rod. What would you call that? Sort of
Dowsing.
or dowsing? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what it's
Dowsing
called.
rod.
Yeah.
That's like a folksy approach to farming. Like we're gonna
Yeah,
find
yeah.
a well by dowsing. Where Steven Yeun was trying to be like, okay, well, where's the lowland? Where would the well
Yeah.
most likely be? So I thought that was kind of interesting. And then you also had, which I thought was more fascinating, this story about the youngest kid, David, and him meeting his grandmother for the first time and their relationship that they were building. So I thought that was kind of a cool aspect. But James, I kind of agree with you. I can't say I love this movie.
Mhm.
I liked it, and I keep using the word interested because I found it interesting, which was a really boring word to use. But I was never blown away or really drawn into anything. It's a movie that kind of like it finds its groove and it kind of sticks to it. There's no real dramatic highs and lows. It kind of just sort of moves along until it ends.
Mhm.
Zach, what did you think?
So I finished it 20 minutes before the podcast. So it's, I would say, very fresh in my
Very
mind.
fresh.
And unlike Kyle, I would say it definitely drew me in, and not just me, my wife as well. She was next to me while I watched it, and she was not planning on watching this movie, but she got drawn in as well. So like I started noticing that she was watching it and paying attention. And as you know, plot unfolds, she's definitely cares what's happening, you know? And so I was very drawn in. But then the momentum real slows down kind of in the middle, and I was just like, come on, let's keep going. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
we are dwelling on themes that we've already been given, you know, and I want to get to the next step kind of a thing, which is probably not what this movie wanted to do. It wasn't interested in a procedural of starting a farm in Arkansas. It was much more interested in seeing how these characters are dealing with the trials of life, you know, of their experience, and how that affected their interpersonal relationships. So we had the marriage relationship was one like kind of relationship that we really cared about, like kind of the arc of, and it was kind of a complicated arc, I would say.
Mhm.
The grandson and the grandmother, like Kyle said, I was very interested in.
Yeah.
And I really liked the grandson character. I thought the grandma character was, first of all, the acting across the board was awesome, but the grandma's acting was just it floored me because I thought that character was kind of a 2-dimensional character, but then it became a 3-dimensional character, and I was into it. I will say the movie left me a little bit grasping, I would say. I didn't get everything out of it that I wanted to get, and I do have probably more questions than answers. And it also left me thinking that there's a whole lot of metaphors on the table that I didn't pick up on or like didn't fully understand. You know, like for instance, the title of the film, Minari. I think there's something there. Maybe you guys are smarter than me and can explain it to me. I don't know what that is supposed to be a metaphor for.
Well, so it refers to this plant that the grandmother plants on their property.
Yes.
And I gather it's a native Korean plant.
Correct. Yeah, that is
So
what's the metaphor though of the plant?
I mean, maybe
Why are we all Minari?
And right, here's the grasping aspect of it. Maybe the metaphor is this movie is about like the melting pot of Korean and American tradition. And that Minari, this Korean plant being planted on, you know, I guess American soil, is now that same melting of those two traditions.
Maybe. So for me, the
But again,
Minari,
that's a grasp.
the Minari grew so well with no effort, right?
Mhm.
It took literally no work and it thrived. And she described it as a weed, you know? Whereas like he is working his butt off for this farm and hitting roadblocks at every turn. And so I just didn't know. It kind of sounded like the movie wants us to be Minari and not be whatever he was doing for most of the movie. You know what I mean?
Like just be a weed.
I don't know. There were metaphors on the table that I was like, I think there's depth here that I need to read an article about, but I didn't get it myself.
James, what do you think about Minari, the title?
I don't know. I really hadn't thought about it, to be honest. I didn't look into it, was not interested in knowing where the title came from. That's kind of how I felt about the movie, is I was primed to like this movie for sure. Like I went into it and I was like, all right, this is one of the movies everybody's talking about. I mean, I made sure I watched it before we made our top 20 lists of the year. type of movie. And then when I watched it, I was just like, it's very well made. I have no problems with what is there. I think what is there is very intentionally there, and what is there is well done. I just think it's kind of. I think Kyle got the closest to it. Like, there's no high point to the movie for me. And I kind of felt the same way with Lady Bird, in that there's a high point at the end at the airport, but like it never quite got there for me. And there's kind of a high point at this one, in this one with the and it didn't really get there for me. There's also like a fight that you might consider a high point. These aren't spoilers. This is just things that are in a movie where
that is a
where the
spoiler.
plot-
That first one, you're gonna
You
bleep
think?
that out. Oh yeah.
All right, I'll bleep it out.
I
I
don't
don't
think
I don't
that's
think
a
it's a
spoiler.
spoiler, but
It
That's
does.
not a spoiler.
It's so out of context.
I'll bleep
guess.
it. Just to be safe, I'll bleep it. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. It's not a big deal. But like, and not to just compare movies with Korean actors, but Burning is another movie that's like, there's a plot there, but it's not a huge plot, and there's no action scenes. It's a drama, and yet there's no high point in Burning either, and that movie still did it for me. I should take that back. There's definitely a high point at the end of Burning with the cars at the end. But yeah, this one just didn't get there for me. I can't explain it other than it just didn't get there for me. But Zach's right. All the performances are there. Everybody is acting. I never saw anything on screen where I was like, this is unbelievable. I'm not into this. Like, I don't buy what's going on. I bought all of it. And the cinematography is great. And the pacing is obviously very deliberate. And deliberate. And
Deliberate.
yeah, all the pieces are there. I really want to revisit it because it's entirely possible that I just missed the mark on the first watch on this one. There's some movies where I feel very confident that I did not miss the mark, that I just didn't like it because it's not good. And this is not a movie that gives me that feeling. It's more like it's my fault that I don't like the movie. That's
Sure.
how I feel right now.
I was definitely invested. I would say a funny thing this movie did, I don't know if it was just me and my wife, but every 10 minutes, I got scared that someone was about to die. Like,
Sure.
it really, like, there'd be an innocuous shot, but you're like, oh, he's going to get bitten by a snake. He's going to get bitten by a snake. You know what I mean? Like, I just kept thinking someone was about to die all the time.
Mhm.
Can we bleep that word, please?
Yes.
No, there was one character who they set up at the beginning, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna kill this character.
What character?
And
was
I
it?
like,
Guys, this is not a spoiler section.
I don't think we need to do a spoiler section for Minari.
Exactly. We also do not need to spoil.
Yeah. So so I see what you mean by that. Like, Zach, you were waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, there was a sense of dread for you that something bad was going to happen. Yeah,
There was.
I get that.
And it's not really a shoot a drop movie. Is that a spoiler?
I think that they were dangling shoes the whole time, and that was part of its thing.
Can we just bleep
All
James for the entire portion of this? Like, every time he talks, just one long.
James, here's a general rule of thumb of how to know if something's a spoiler or not.
All right.
Is it something you didn't know was going to happen, and it's towards the end? That's your kind of the rule of thumb.
Right.
If it's a
but
spoiler.
This is something that didn't not happen, or something.
Whatever happens towards the beginning, then we can talk about it.
Yeah, if it happens in the first like 5 minutes, it's not a spoiler.
All right.
Or unless it ruins your enjoyment of the experience, I think. That's what a real spoiler is, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean,
Something could happen in the first 30 seconds and you could spoil it if it ruins the experience.
unless you're talking about Memento, sure.
Wait, which first 30 seconds of Memento?
The real first 30 seconds.
So, James, you mentioned the cinematography, and I'm just gonna prime you guys. This is a cinematography hot take.
All right.
So Terrence Malick is one of my favorite directors. I really like him. I'm kind of over, though, I feel like we're already into this this decade, everyone's doing in independent film is doing their own like faux Terrence Malick of like, let's have fields of grass and sunshine and montage and acoustic guitars playing in the background, and I'm kind of over that. Like, give me Terrence Malick or don't give it to me at all.
I disagree with your premise wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I do not think this movie was influenced nor was trying to ape Terrence Malick in any way. I did not get Terrence Malick vibes at all from this.
You didn't get any. I mean,
There was
it's
one
not
shot
the
of-
meanderingness of Malick.
No. There was one shot of the sun through the trees for like 3 seconds. And then the shot right before that. Those are the only things you might have even been talking about. And they're just so brief, and they're common for movies for 100 years. I don't think it was a Terrence Malick influence.
I'm not saying it's a Malick influence, but I'm just saying I've been getting a lot of sun through nature shots in recent movies.
This
And
was 3 seconds,
There was
and he
more
lives
than
on a
just 3
farm. There's going to
seconds.
be plants in a field.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna make a farm movie, take the Malick out of it.
I'm not
There's
taking
no
Kyle's
Malick.
side, but I do agree that it's a style, and it's a style where Terrence Malick, I would say, is the first one to be like, this isn't a highlight of my movie. This is the movie.
This
Like,
is my
this
movie.
look is the movie type of thing. And Minari, I would say, is not the entire movie is that, but there are some like some beauty shots that didn't necessarily have to be that, but they are, and they looked good.
No. There's a
And
total of 10 seconds of this.
but there were movies well before Malick who had those types of beauty shots in them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily say it's a rip of Malick, but I agree that it is a style, especially in like small budget dramas, to kind of like boost the prestige to, artsy it up a little bit. And I didn't really get the vibe that Minari was doing that in a false way, but there's moments where you kind of feel like, all right, this is a little more than it needed to be.
I don't
But
know.
not in a really bad way though, for me.
I guess I did not see what you guys thought, because I thought this was filmed a lot more conventionally. I didn't think it was artsy really in the way it was filmed. It didn't strike me as artsy.
Some of
I
it
think
definitely
most of
isn't.
most like the dialogue and the story wise is not artsy, but then you had some of these in between scenes. I guess you call them transition scenes, and those are definitely more of the artsy style.
Okay. I can think of 2 shots, but again, a total of 10 seconds. It's really the first time we're introduced to the farm, like when they first buy it.
Mhm.
Literally the only time I can think of there was anything like that.
I can't name every instance, but apparently it happened enough to bug me. So I think it was more than just once or twice.
Sure.
I can tell you I don't remember when it happens because that was a long time ago,
That's
and
because
I didn't
James
like
was-
the
was-
movie. So
It's because you were scrolling Twitter like they're in the Capitol right now trying to watch Minari.
no, I was not scrolling. I was actually watching
Okay.
the movie. I think I was just literally in a funk, and they were trying to cheer me up with this dumb movie about immigrants succeeding in life. I was like,
You just called it a
this
dumb
ain't.
movie.
I was like, this ain't reality. Reality is they're trying to burn it down. These Facebook idiots just are trying to burn it all down. Anyway, yeah, and I definitely need to rewatch this. I will rewatch it relatively soon and report back. But I don't know. Do you feel so now that not that the Oscars are the end all be all, but we know what the nominated films are. How do you feel about Minari? Do you feel like it fits within that 8 or however many movies there are this year? I think it's 8.
I think
To me, it
fits
feels
within,
like a runner-up.
like a step below.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie is a deep well, and I've only scratched the topsoil, you know?
Okay.
I want to dig more into it and see what kind of richness is there.
I
All
think
right.
this is a very personal movie for the director because it's the director-writer, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it's based off of his experience coming to America when he was 6 years old.
Mhm.
So, but that being said, I was not able to connect with his personal story. Not that it affected me personally, but it's something where like he was trying to, I think to him, he was like, this is a very personal story I'm telling, and this means a lot to me, but I was not getting that from the movie.
Yeah, I got the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
I was fine with the plot. The plot was interesting, but I didn't feel, other than maybe the grandmother and the son, that relationship, I didn't feel a connection or a moment where I was like, man, I really hope these people succeed. I didn't hope they didn't succeed. I never bought into being personally invested in seeing whatever success meant. It just never got me there.
I could have used more backstory to the husband-wife,
Mm-hmm.
because that was the part of the drama where you picked up that they were both unhappy for different reasons. He wanted to be independently wealthy, and she wanted to be back in their simple but comfortable life in the city. But there wasn't that just kind of felt like as deep as it went. I wasn't getting more of why is it so important for him to succeed at farming, and why is it so important for her, to the point where she's ready to be drastic at times to not be a part of this life anymore.
Yeah. Incidentally, I looked up the writer-director and their bio. He is a son of Korean immigrants, and he grew up on a small farm in rural Arkansas.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. He's also related to Steven Yeun. They're like second cousins or something like that, which I thought was cool. Like supposedly I listened to an interview with him hoping it would make me like the movie better. He just contacted his second cousin who was famous from Walking Dead and amongst other things, and he was like, hey, I've got this movie and I need a star. Are you interested? And Steven Yeun was like, I don't know, because it's your cousin. You're not guaranteed it's going to be a good a good situation type of thing. He didn't want it to affect his family. And then he watched his cousin's earlier movies, and he's like, then I decided I was in, because he knew the guy could make a movie. So yeah, I mean, my star rating is going to be weird because I think I gave this a 4. Which is really high.
I
for a
could
movie
really
that
tell
I
by your
feel like
review.
I feel like I didn't like.
You called it dumb, and you gave it a 4.
Yeah. So if it's dumb, it's a 4. If it's stupid, it's 4.
Is that because you're supposed to like it?
I don't think it's dumb. I think my headspace was so off at that moment that that's how I was perceiving anything positive. You know what I mean? Any kind of trying to sell the American dream to me just was not going to work.
But how to get a 4?
It's an unfair climb for any movie to have to go up against that kind of baggage walking into something. But that's where it was.
Zach, I agree. This feels like a movie that I should give a 4.
Right. You're supposed to like it.
I'm supposed to like it. I'm supposed to find something deeper in it and be like, yes, this is a great movie. And I couldn't find that. It's a good movie.
Yeah, this is a movie I was invested in it. Parts I was a little bored. I'm glad I saw it. I am certainly curious about some of its mysteries. Mostly having to do with theme and metaphor, which I will happily read about. And depending on what I read, I might want to rewatch this. But as it stands right now, it's a 3.5 star movie for me.
3.5 for me also.
I give it the highest rating. That is not possible.
Well, you can change your rating, James.
Here's my question. How did you give it a 4, given your experience with it? Why a 4?
I think I do acknowledge that it's well made. And I also acknowledge that sometimes, not often, and I definitely try to work against this, we bring our preconceived stuff to the watching or the intake of art, right? Of movies being one of those things to experience as art. And I think by the time I got done with this, I was not upset at it creatively. I just never gave the movie a proper shot, I would say, to win me over. And so I think I was in a very particular moment where I knew that that's what I did to this movie. And so I don't know if the 4 is a pity 4 because I don't know. or just that I do feel that it is very well made, just not the right moment for me to watch it. But somehow I landed on a 4. I think it was in my honorable mentions at the end of the year, which some 4s dropped off the top 20. It would happen to be one of those. It could have easily been in the top 20 had I wanted to put it there. Even as I sit here, I can't imagine it bumping one of the movies that I put in my top 20. But I should probably rewatch it in a totally different headspace. Yeah. That's my explanation, I guess, for a 4.
Okay.
Does that make sense at all?
Makes sense to me.
That makes sense.
All right. Good. As long as it makes sense to somebody. Cool. So 2 3.5s and a 4 for Minari. Let's play some
Do
games.
you guys want to know what other movies take place at the same time as Minari?
Sure. Why not?
I mean, this is important stuff. Sorry, Minari takes
1980s.
place.
What year?
Yeah. I was able to find 83 as the year.
Okay.
So at the same time as this movie, we've got Call Me By Your Name happening, Westworld. This movie kind of went into 1984 probably because of winter, so we got Wonder Woman 1984 happening at the same time. Let the Right One In. So that's kind of where we're planted in the world right now.
All right.
So you got vampires, you've got killer android cowboys, and you've got Wonder Woman and Minari.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will say I really enjoyed the 80s time period of this.
It wasn't overtly 80s.
Yes. And I really liked that.
They weren't like putting Wham on the radio and everyone's wearing scrunchies.
It wasn't Wonder
Like,
Woman 1984.
184, exactly.
Yeah. This was just enough to where like this reminded me of when I grew up.
Mhm.
Like just the type of clothes that the boys would wear, you know, or like what that church basement looked like, you know, that kind of thing.
The cars they were driving in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like too subtle 80s to me, but I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
grew
not-
up
they're
in
not
like
trying to make
Southern California in the 80s, and that was literally the cliche of the 80s. So to me, the 80s are Rubik's Cubes and pink scrunchies and stuff like that. So I need a little more for the setting. But in Arkansas, I get it.
I mean, it's the heartland, you know, like the
Right.
80s and the heartland's really like the 70s. It's yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, let's play some games or a game. We're going to play a game we haven't played in a bit on this podcast.
Yeah.
I think
22 years.
Maybe we've only played it once ever. Is that possible, Zach?
It's possible. I think we first played it with Scotty. This is his baby.
Oh, was that the episode that never aired?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Because I feel like there was one where we played a game like this with Scotty, and that's the one lost episode. of
It's
this
possible.
podcast.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know.
It's
either.
called Tagliners. And it's pretty simple. Kyle, do you want to chime in?
Is there a movie called Tagliners?
There's Flatliners and there's Tag. So it's put those two together.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does. It does make
No,
sense.
it's fine.
It's
Right,
Flatliners meets Tag.
If you just call it Tag, that would be kind of awkward because people think we're chasing each other around on Zoom.
Right. Yeah. We should play virtual tag sometime.
What?
How would? Oh, Zach, do you remember? Do you remember you had that video game of Tag or Capture the Flag?
Oh, wow. I did not remember until this moment. That was fun.
Yeah, Zach had this computer game of Capture the Flag, and it was turn-based. So, like, your little, you controlled your team, and then I would, like, it was hot seat. I think I controlled the other team. And, like, on your turn, you would move your people, like, and on squares around the board. You could, like, hide in bushes and run and things like that. And you were trying to capture the flag, which is a very dynamic game in a turn-based mode.
Sure.
Kyle, it's out there. We can play it again. It is downloadable from the internet.
And we can play each other.
Can you play against each other
Oh.
over the internet?
No, there's no way. You can This
Oh.
is great.
There's a way. There's like MAME emulators that are built into the browser where you can play 2-player games remotely. So
This is fantastic. I remember this. Yeah, and you're. Oh yes, we're playing this, Kyle.
Awesome. All right.
All right, back to business. Tagliners.
Tagliners.
This is how it works. It's very simple. We go to Letterboxd. We go to movies that we are pretty sure the other person has seen, and we read the tagline for the film as listed on Letterboxd. If they need it, we'll also give them the year and the genres. Not if they need it. We'll offer those up, and they try to guess the movie based on the tagline. So pretty simple stuff.
Great.
I have a bunch pulled up that I know Kyle has seen, and I'm pretty sure James has seen. Is that
Okay.
enough to sound fair?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
How many
All
many
right.
do you have pulled up?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Why don't you
Would you
run
like us
through
to
those
also
8,
pull up 8?
and then we'll each pull up 8.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so
Okay.
Kyle, these are
Yep.
specifically for you.
Oh, so not for James?
Well, he can chime in if you get it wrong.
Okay.
Are you ready, Kyle? This is a
I'm ready.
2004 action adventure. I don't want to say all the genres. I'm going to say this is an action adventure. Okay.
You're not giving the rest of the genres?
I'm not going to. Just
Okay.
I'm going to give you some genres. I'm going to say it's 2004, and the tagline is "No gut, no glory."
No gut, no glory. I feel like it's a pun of some sort because it's not no guts.
It's not no guts. It's no gut.
Is it Kill Bill?
It is not Kill Bill. No.
Okay.
No. Okay. I'm going to give you one more genre.
Wait. I don't get a guess
Of course, you get a guess, James.
right now, or
Are we keeping points or are we just playing for
Yeah,
fun?
we're playing for fun. I'm keeping loose points.
Okay. This feels very unstructured for
what does
Cinereelists
loose
right now.
points mean?
You'll understand when I'm done.
I
There's
want
loose
either
points.
solid points or no points. No loose.
Okay,
points.
James gets a solid -1 point.
If I
Okay.
don't have the chance to win, I don't want to play at all, okay?
No, I don't.
James, what's your guess? No gut, no glory. 2004 action adventure.
The Santa Claus.
No, that's a
No.
great guess. Great guess based on the tagline.
And the fact that you wouldn't say a category because it was probably like Christmas or something, holiday.
It's not a genre. That's not a real genre. Kyle, it's also a family film.
Is
No
this
gut, no glory.
Nutty Professor 2?
No, 2? Did you say 2?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Is
James,
it
any
Nutty
guesses? It's James's turn to guess.
Yes, I have a guess, of course.
What's your guess?
Santa Claus 2.
No. And the final genre, Kyle, animation.
Oh.
Action adventure, family animation, no gut, no glory, 2004.
I know it. This is easy.
This is Wall-E?
No, it's not
No, it's
Wall-E.
The Incredibles.
Yes.
Oh.
Mr. Incredible has his gut now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right, James, you've crawled out of your hole. You now have 0 points. Good
Nice.
job. Okay, Kyle.
Yeah.
1994. Just because you are a character doesn't mean you have character. And this is a crime thriller.
1994?
Yeah. Just because you are a character doesn't mean you have character.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes, that is true. Did you guess it more on the year and genres than on
Yeah.
the tagline?
Yeah.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm going to just start with the tagline and then give you both a chance and then add info because since I pulled these from your top, movies,
Mhm.
I feel like just genre and year might be too much information. Okay. Kyle, have you ever had a really big secret?
Have you ever had a really big secret?
Yeah.
Did you
I
give
would
me
say
a
this is
year?
a good tagline. I'll give it to them after you guys don't get it.
Okay, gotcha. Have
A
you ever
big-
had a really big year?
A really big secret.
Oh,
Secret. Yeah,
Have you ever
secret.
had a really big secret.
The Orphanage. I don't know.
No, not The Orphanage. James,
Terrible guess.
have you ever had a really big secret?
No guess.
Okay. This is a comedy.
You're not gonna give the year first?
Yeah.
You guys want year first?
I
Yeah.
need a year to
Okay.
I think you should always
Oh,
give the year
fine.
first.
Fine. In that case, erase from your memory that it's a comedy. From 1988.
Say it again.
1988.
88.
Have you ever had a really big secret?
I know it. I know
Oh,
it.
is this Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd?
No.
Okay, what's that movie called?
I don't know.
Trading
It's the Prince
Places.
of the Popper one. Trading Places. Thank you. I always want to call it Money Talks, but that's not what it's called.
No,
James, what
that's
do you
a
have?
Charlie
do you
Sheen
think?
movie. I think it is. Oh, I had it in my
Have you
brain.
ever had a really big secret from 1988?
The Secret of My Success?
No. I will say the title of this film has been mentioned already on the show.
What?
I'll say that. Kyle, it is a comedy and it's a family film
Comedy and a family film.
from 1988. Have you ever
This
had a
game's-
really big secret?
This game's kind of hard.
Yeah, who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? Both of you have -7 points. I'm just kidding.
I want to know how a score is being kept here.
Loosely.
A family comedy.
Just pass. We'll keep it quick.
Pass. Yeah, I don't know.
James, any guesses?
No guess.
All right, Kyle. It's a comedy family fantasy.
Comedy family. It's not animated.
It's not animated, no. Have you ever had a really big secret?
Is it big?
It is big, yes.
Because you keep emphasizing big.
Yes, it is the movie Big. Well done. All right. And you can gain a bonus point if you can come up with a better tagline on the fly by my judgment.
I mean, it's a big deal.
No, that would be Trading Places. And if they switch with a boy. Okay. It's nothing personal.
I guess I got nothing to go on with. It's
James,
Nothing
do you know
Personal.
this one? It's nothing personal.
Jaws 2.
No, it's from 91. It's from 91.
All right.
Nothing personal.
It's Nothing Personal from 91. Goodfellas.
No, that's not it. James, any guess from that?
Nope,
It's nothing
no
personal.
guess.
91.
No guess.
Well, what if I told you it's science fiction?
Oh, I know what this is.
Tagliners is not about dwelling. It's quick passes.
Pass.
James?
Aliens.
No. That did get personal with the daughter and everything. Okay. It is science fiction action thriller from 1991. It's nothing personal.
Oh, is this Terminator 2?
It is Terminator 2.
I thought that was a
Yes.
1991 movie. Or
It
a
is a
1992
1991
movie. Sorry, I thought it was a 92 movie, but I guess it was 91 now that I think about it.
91.
91. Okay.
All right.
There are no clean getaways.
Ooh. It sounds like a heist movie. Ocean's 11.
Nope. James?
Ocean's 12.
No, it's from 2007, guys. 2007.
2007.
There's no
heist
clean
movie.
getaways. You said heist. I didn't say heist.
Okay. Pass.
It is a heist movie. James?
Thank
How about Casino Royale?
No. Drama, thriller, crime. And I will put heavily emphasis on drama and crime. 2007, there are no clean getaways.
Oh, man.
Kyle
Italian
hate-
job.
Kyle hates this game, I can tell.
It's hard.
He does. Okay, I'm going to give you more info. I just bought this on Blu-ray. It is a movie that I did not...
Okay.
Hold on, I'm giving you lots of info. It's a movie I didn't like that much when I first saw it. There's another movie that's similar that I liked way more.
But now
It
that
is
you bought it on
122
Blu-ray,
minutes.
you like it a lot.
It's directed by 2 people. Let's see.
Directed by 2 people.
Not John Wick.
It's been
too-
seen by 500,000 people on Letterboxd. And it's from 2007. There are no clean getaways. Crime
Kyle,
drama.
why haven't you gotten this yet? He's given you all the most useless information he can give you.
Hold on. Directed by 2 people is like, it means, okay, so it's one of 4 films.
Oh yeah, only like every Disney movie has 2 directors.
No. Directed by 2 people, both of whose names you know very
Is
well.
this Russo brothers?
No.
No, not from
Okay, well then
2007.
I don't know who else would be directing who are brothers. Is it the Daniels?
I didn't say it was brothers, but no.
Okay.
Is it Brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
like you guys are-
Cohen's. Oh, is this true? Wait, it's okay. It's a Cohen brother film.
2007, drama crime thriller. There are no clean getaways.
2007. Is this No Country for Old Men?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
That's a terrible. Okay, so this game proves that taglines are terrible.
Well, you can get a bonus point if you can come up with a better tagline than there are no clean getaways.
I haven't seen. I would use a quote from the Javier Bardem character.
He doesn't talk much.
Oh no, I would say like pick a side, flip a coin, whatever he does.
No
That's a better one right
spoilers in
there.
the tagline. I mean, he only has 3 lines. Can you put one in the tagline?
Okay, this is a good tagline. This is a good tagline. Love knows no boundaries.
Yeah, that's not generic at all.
Is this a rival?
It's not. James, what do you got?
Well,
It's not a dwelling game. This is a you know
Sure.
it or you don't.
Ex Machina.
No. That's a good guess. It's from 2015.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good
it's
year
Mad
for
Max
Ex
Fury
Machina.
Road.
No. It's a drama thriller. Drama thriller 2015. Love knows no boundaries.
La La Land.
No.
Oh, I've got it.
What do you got?
Your Name.
No.
Well, this game's stupid.
You know, this is a movie that I gave 5 stars from 2015.
Did you buy it on Blu-ray recently?
No, I'd love to own this on Blu-ray.
How many
I
directors are there?
Think that I do have it on Blu-ray. That's a great clue. The fact that it has 2 directors, both of whose names you know very well. That is an amazing clue. No, it has 1 director. But no, this is a movie I gave 5 stars. And it's a movie I talk about all the time because I absolutely loved.
I know.
It's okay. Go
What do
ahead.
you got, James?
About Time?
No.
That's 2013, and it's not Room. That's 2016. So I'm out.
It is Room.
Room's 2015.
Letterboxd says it's 2015. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what to tell you.
Maybe I saw in 2016. So that's why.
All right. This one is gettable. This one's gettable. You don't make up for your sins in church. You do it in the street.
Oh, obviously this is the Fast and the Furious.
No. James, you got it?
Sister Act.
No. That's a good guess, though. I like that. It's from 1973.
Is this The Godfather?
No.
Godfather 2.
No. No. James, you got anything?
Streets of Fire.
No, it's a crime drama from 1973. It's one of Kyle's most favoriteest movies of all time. And you don't make up for your sins in church. You do it in the streets, which is a perfect tagline for this movie.
Clockwork Orange.
No, keep in mind the way taglines work. They usually include vocabulary that's very specific to the plot of the film.
Goodfellas.
No. No. It's directed by Kyle. Who's your favorite director?
Kubrick.
Who's your next favorite?
I put him in the spot now. Oh, what's the guy who did Double Indemnity and Sunset
Wilder?
Boulevard? Billy Wilder. Thank you.
Neither of those people. So that should be a big hint.
Okay. Hold on. Is this Badlands?
It's not Badlands. No.
Okay.
You don't make up for your sins in church. You do it in the streets.
Give us the top actors, Zach. We're dying
hold on.
here.
Is this Mean Streets?
Yes, it's Mean Streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
It took a long
Yeah.
time to get there.
Yeah. A very Catholic movie in the streets. Okay. This is a bad tagline. 2004's What Happens If It Actually Works?
Hot tub time machine.
You're on the right track. I like this. You're on the right track. James.
That would be a
The Passion of the Christ.
That would be an amazing tagline for that film.
We did it.
Okay, it's a drama, thriller, science fiction. Its second build is David Sullivan.
It's Primer.
It is Primer, yes.
Because you're not going to be Shane Carruth as the first build.
Yeah, that's very true. All right. It was a tie. You both lost.
Yeah, I think everyone lost this round.
You both lost. All right.
I
want
have
a shot
some
at this.
I have some pulled up.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So
Where-
these go
what's
to
the origin of these?
these go to Zach, I guess, and then
Okay,
Kyle tries
okay.
to steal. All right.
Okay.
Okay, deal.
The tagline for this movie is "Never mess with an agent in a dress."
Never mess with an agent in a dress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a kooky film about a man dressed as a woman going deep undercover. So Mrs. Doubtfire.
No.
Miscongeniality.
That's correct.
Good job.
Wait, why is this why is this targeted towards me?
You've seen Miscongeniality.
Oh, you're doing just movies that I've seen. Okay.
Movies that you've seen.
I figured this game was hard, so I picked movies from Kyle's top 100 favorite films of all time. And you're going one of the 3,000 films I've seen.
It can't be that
Okay.
hard. Kyle got it. First time out.
I'm going to recalibrate.
I didn't even give him the year and he got that. All right, here we
That's
go.
right. That's right.
This one's
You
long.
picked his favorite
Ready?
film. Okay.
He has the power to hear everything women are thinking. Finally, a man is listening.
What Women Want.
That's correct.
Classic Mel Gibson film.
All right, here we go. Some things are only revealed by accident.
Oh. Some things are only revealed by accident. That's going to be an accident film. Age of Adeline.
Knocked Up.
This movie's from the year 2000.
Okay, some things are only revealed by accident. Phantom of the Opera.
Oh. Pass.
This movie is directed by a director who uses his first initial
No genre?
in his
Okay.
official
Magnolia.
signature.
It's Magnolia then.
Some things are only revealed by accident.
He uses his first initials.
Mm-hmm. In his signature, in his name, his professional name.
From 2000. The Secret in Their Eyes.
Nope. All right. The genres for this are thriller, drama, mystery.
Boogie Nights.
I got nothing.
Robin Wright is in this movie.
Robin Wright from 2000?
Mm-hmm.
Revealed by accident. I no clue. I don't know.
Kyle.
Is it a good tagline or a bad tagline?
It's a good tagline.
Okay.
There is definitely some clues in there.
Crash?
Is this Traffic?
No.
Okay.
This movie also got a sequel.
Okay. Good. Is Robin Wright in the sequel?
No.
I hope James only talks through beefs and boops from now on.
Some things are only revealed by accident. Someone had an accident, and then things were revealed. I just don't know what Robin Wright was doing in 2000.
She's third build.
Okay.
Who else is in this movie?
Who's fourth build?
Davis Duffield.
Doesn't help me. Who's fifth build?
You ready
How
for
we go the other
you ready
way?
for another big clue? The director is also in the movie.
And he's got letters for a first name?
He has a letter for a first name in his
Just
official
one letter? A single letter?
director. A single letter. One letter. His first name, he goes by just the first letter of that name.
Oh, interesting.
He's in the movie. Robin Wright's third build. Yeah.
Nope. You got to give us more clues. We don't know it. You can't just hold out on clues and have us not know it.
All right.
Give us some juicy clues.
Oh, okay. I guess we're at that point that I just tell you that Samuel Jackson's in it.
What was Samuel L. Jackson doing in the year 2000 with Robin Wright?
I don't know. Is this Snakes on a Plane?
No.
I don't know what Robin Wright was doing at that time.
Was she Robin Wright?
You're
Penn at this
talking
time?
about it like it's a Robin Wright movie. It's not a Robin Wright movie. It's just a movie she happens to be in.
Who's first build?
Who? If I tell you this, you guys are giving up. You're giving up.
Well, we
No.
don't know anyway.
I
Yeah.
thought giving you Samuel L. Jackson meant you were giving up. But if I
He's
give you
been
the
in
top
a
build,
few- He's been in some movies.
you're giving up. You're giving up if I tell you the top build.
No,
Okay, give
we
me-
just wanted our next clue. You're holding
Bru-
out on clues.
Bruce Willis.
Okay, that doesn't help me.
Oh, this is Unbreakable.
That's
No.
correct.
It's correct.
No,
it's Unbreakable.
it's not.
It
It's
is
not.
Unbreakable.
Wait, what's the tagline for Unbreakable?
Some things are only revealed by accident. There's
Oh,
an
'cause of the
accident,
accident.
that
Yeah.
reveals to him that he's, he can't be.
Yeah.
hurt.
No, that
It's,
tagline
a great
works.
tagline. It's awesome.
That's a good one. That's not a Robin Wright film.
Not at all. I don't. remember her
That's why I
being in
said you were like trying to think of Robin Wright films. She's third build. It's not her movie for sure. All right, here we go.
James, you could have told us it was a director that uses their middle name. That was a good clue.
Sure. I mean, okay, but I didn't.
You had to go straight to Bruce. Okay.
Next movie. He was the perfect husband until his one mistake followed them home.
His one this is for Zach.
He was the perfect husband until his one mistake followed him home.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like some erotic thriller from the 90s that I wouldn't have seen. I'll say The Game.
The Game. Not The Game.
True Lies.
Okay.
This was also from the year 2000.
Okay, great. A year I remember very well.
It's only
Yeah.
21 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a long time ago. There are people. Well, hopefully
Nothing.
not drinking in
No
a bar,
guess.
but
Kyle, you
There are
got a guess?
people potentially listening to this that were not alive when this movie came out.
Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. It's a terrible guess.
I forgot the tagline already.
He
James,
was
give
the
us a-
perfect husband until his one mistake followed them home.
Lord of the Rings is a terrible guess.
I mean, everything was going fine until that ring followed them home.
Yeah. Okay, James, give us another juicy clue. Genres.
Sure. Genres are horror, mystery, thriller, drama.
Okay. I don't know.
Kyle.
The Sixth Sense.
Is this
What?
closer?
M. Night released Sixth Sense and Unbreakable in the same year.
They were back to back.
in the same year. No, this was
Yeah, it was a
not.
big year for
This
him.
is not closer. It's directed by the same person who directed Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Contact, Allied, Flight, Castaway, the Back to the Future
Yeah.
movies,
Oh, it's
Forrest
Zemeckis.
Gump.
Zemeckis,
Okay.
yeah.
Zemeckis.
Who's perfect
What?
husband until what followed him home?
I got it.
He
I got it.
was the perfect husband until his one mistake followed him home.
Is it How I No? I was
got
gonna
it,
guess
Zach.
Honey, I Shrunk the
You
Kids.
better get it.
What do you got, Kyle?
What lies beneath?
That's correct.
What lies beneath?
Zemeckis did that?
Yep.
Zemeckis did that. Yes.
Zemeckis
Okay.
did that.
I fell asleep during that movie.
All right. This one you did not fall asleep for, Zach. I guarantee it. Here's the tagline: experience it, enjoy it, just don't fall for it. I will tell you, this is an awful tagline. Experience it, enjoy it, just don't fall for it.
Is this Species?
Kyle,
The Ring.
genres: drama, music, which is a pretty good clue.
Drama, music, Moulin Rouge. It's Moulin Rouge. Oh, I would have definitely thought it's Moulin Rouge.
Oh, okay. This is a terrible guess. West Side Story.
The director also wrote the movie.
Great. Strictly Ballroom.
La 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 Land.
I'm gonna give you 4 actors right now. I'm gonna give you 4 actors that are in this movie.
I love it. I love it, James.
Rainn Wilson.
We don't even know a year, but we're gonna get actors. This is great.
Rainn Wilson. These are gonna be names you recognize too. Rainn Wilson, Anna Paquin, Zooey Deschanel, and Philip Seymour Hoffman are all in this movie.
Okay. What year?
2000.
What's with 2000?
Is this Parisia Tem?
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Did you just pick 2000 movies?
Evidently. I didn't mean to do that, but it's possible I did that.
All right. Anna Paquin, Rainn Wilson. Is that the guy from The Office?
Yes.
Mhm.
Rainn
Okay.
Wilson, Anna Paquin, Zooey Deschanel, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I'll give you more. Jay Baruchel's in this. Bijou Phillips.
So this,
Other people, I'm not going to say their names because you'll know it right away.
like, is Michael Cera in it? I feel like that's this cast. No.
Michael Cera, to the best of my knowledge, is not in this movie.
What was? Oh no, that's a TV show. I think Undeclared.
Is this All the Real Girls? All right, give us more. We don't know
All
it.
right. I'll give you more people. Jason Lee's in this.
What's the genre? Music?
Drama, music. Drama.
And what's the
music.
tagline?
Experience it, enjoy it, just don't fall for it.
Is this Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Is this The Player?
Patrick
Nashville?
Fugit's in this.
Ah, James.
Who's Patrick Fugit?
You gave
Fine.
it away. You gave away the whole show.
Frances McDormand's in it.
That doesn't help me.
Kate Hudson's in this.
Okay, is this Almost Famous?
That's correct.
It's about time. Jeez.
All those people are in Almost Famous.
Yeah.
Zoe
evidently.
Deschanel is.
Evidently.
Is Billy Crudup in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just didn't name him because I thought it would give them away.
Huh. I don't remember any of those people besides Kate Hudson, Billy Crudup, and the kid whose name I don't know.
All right. Here we go. 3 more. It's all about me. That's the tagline. It's all about me.
Bruce Almighty.
I'm gonna keep the Jim Carrey going and say me, myself, and Irene.
Okay, so
Wow.
this is an
So
animated
quick.
movie. This is an animated movie. It's a Disney animated movie
From 2000.
from the year 2000.
Is it really?
And it's all about me from 2000. I don't know what animated movies came out when I was okay.
That's a real dirge for Disney animation.
Yeah.
I think you guys like this movie, so I don't know why you're calling it a dirge.
Hercules.
I was up before that. Lilo and Stitch.
This features the voice of Eartha Kitt.
Emperor's New
Groove.
Oh, wow. You guys said it at exactly the same time. I don't know
Okay.
who to give that to.
So it's my point because I get to answer first.
Oh, that's true.
That's correct.
I still stand by the fact that this era of Disney was not a great era.
But you do
For
like
sure.
that movie?
I like
There could
that
be diamonds
movie,
in the
but
rough. Yeah.
there's a lot of people who don't like Emperor's New Groove, who think it's a weird Disney movie. It's not what you expect from Disney whatsoever.
All right. 2 more. Expect the impossible again.
Mission Impossible 2. MI2.
That's correct.
That's
Since we're
correct.
in the year 2000, apparently.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And your final year 2000 movie, the greatest college tradition of all.
The greatest college tradition of all
Mm-hmm.
from 2000.
Yep.
This is a Van Wilder.
No, it's Van Wilder 2: The Naked Mile.
Old school.
No, these movies are all post 2000. The greatest college tradition from 2000.
Give us a clue.
Yeah.
This movie it was directed by the same guy who directed Joker.
No genre?
What was Todd Phillips doing in 2000? He was making bad movies in 2000.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
No guess. No guess yet.
All right. This movie is a comedy. And it stars Fred Ward, Andy Dick, Ethan Suplee, Horatio Sands, Matt Walsh, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, it's a 2000 comedy. I get it.
Right. Well, those are the people that I want to mention right now.
Yeah. The best college. What's the tagline?
The greatest college tradition of all.
Okay. What is the greatest college tradition of all?
The title of this movie.
Spring Break.
I don't know. Co-eds.
Okay, this movie famously features Tom Green getting bit by a snake.
Oh,
Road Trip.
Yeah, Road Trip.
That's correct.
Road Trip. Zach got to it before Kyle did.
right.
I wasn't keeping
Whew.
score, but I'm
was.
assuming that Zach won
I did.
because Kyle sucks at this.
But it's a
Andy
loose
hates
score.
it.
Well, now
Well,
I don't need to play anymore. Now I can just be the one asking you guys.
yeah.
Right.
James didn't do
Sure.
us any favors by making it any easier. He's like, let's up the difficulty a little bit.
I felt mine were just as hard as yours. At least mine.
hold on.
You knew the year right off the bat. You were hiding the year from us. It's impossible without the year.
Right. But you got the year very quickly, within 30 seconds, and it was also his favorite films. So that's a gimme, not randos.
It's not a gimme for me. It's a gimme for him.
Yeah, well, the gimme he did not take advantage of. Kyle, how did you pick the movies you're going to challenge James with?
Well, I hope you guys are comfortable with the year 1956. No,
That'd be awesome.
I chose movies.
I challenge you to find 10 movies I've seen from 1956.
Oh, that would be a challenge right there. I could just do 50s maybe.
That would be all
no,
of them, basically.
These are movies from James' top 100. I have not screened these. Don't shake your head at me, Zach.
You let him off easy.
You've seen all these.
And yeah, you've all seen them. And I've not screened them, so I actually chose 10. I got 2 extra ones because if there's one that looks bad, I'm just gonna cut it right
Yeah.
away.
I
was using
screened
too much.
I screened Kyle's. I only took the ones that were good.
Okay, so we're gonna see if these are good or not. Okay, so here's your first one. James, a comedy about life, love, and the gentle art of raising children.
Parenthood.
You got it.
Correct.
Kyle, at least go to his like page 2 or 3. Don't do from his top 10.
All right, here's your next one.
A space saga, a space opera where the Force will.
Man has made his match. Now it's his problem.
That's the tagline.
That's the tagline.
Has
I know it.
made man has made his match.
Man has made his match. Now it's his problem.
Yep.
Man has made his match. Made
has.
his match.
Made his match.
Sure. I don't know. Ex Machina.
No.
No.
I'm going to give you the genres. Drama, sci-fi, thriller.
I think it's Zach's guess.
Upgrade.
No.
That's not in my top 100. Come on.
You
Next-
love Upgrade.
Not in top
Don't-
100. Come on.
Don't lie.
Can you give it to me again?
Man has made his match. Now it's his problem.
Made his match is throwing me off. Perfect 10.
Nope. Zach?
No.
Blade Runner.
Correct. Blade Runner.
Correct.
Should have thought of like clone movies and stuff like that. I was thinking more like robots.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They
All
are
right.
robots.
They're androids.
Okay.
Big difference.
What's an android?
And doesn't Android have intelligence?
Okay, so like an intelligent robot?
Well, no, it has artificial intelligence. Like robots are programmed to do what you tell it to do. They have virtual intelligence, where an Android thinks on its own.
What's the difference
Okay.
between
And it's-
artificial intelligence and virtual intelligence? Those
Well,
seem
so
like very similar things to me.
I believe this could be, I could be wrong. I believe one is the appearance of intelligence. Like you could be a very smart computer, but you're only as smart as you were programmed to be. Versus artificial intelligence, where you actually have the ability to learn and to problem solve.
This is how I understand the difference. A robot doesn't look like a human, an android does. That's how I understand the difference.
But there's nothing to do with what it's capable of doing or how it can think.
I don't think so because the computer in 2001 Space Odyssey is a robot, but it's not an android.
It's not a robot. It's just a
It's a
computer.
computer.
It's not a robot?
That's a terrible
It's not
example.
a robot. I don't think
It's not a
robot.
robot? It's got an eye.
It does
It can
no,
s-
it doesn't
it
It
can
have
has
see
a
things.
camera. It doesn't have an eye.
Yeah. It's like you saying Siri's a robot.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
All right.
All right.
Here's your next one. Here's to the fools who dream.
Ah,
La La
come
Land.
on.
Is that easy?
Yeah,
Yeah, for
La La Land.
sure.
It's like
Look how
it's like
quickly he got it.
it's like the title of a song.
Correct.
Yeah. He
I
sang
don't-
it like 4 times.
I don't remember that movie.
You didn't like La La Land, did you?
It was fine. You know, I was after Damien Chazelle made Whiplash. My expectations were so high that I don't think anything could have met. You know, he couldn't have repeated that.
I like La La
But he
Land
did.
more than I like Whiplash.
Yeah. He repeated and excelled.
All right,
But
here we go.
Whiplash is really good.
Whiplash is amazing.
Disagree. Trash.
Best movie of the 2010s,
I'm just
according to,
kidding.
according to us.
Obviously, according to us. Yeah. All right, here's your next one. Every second of every day, you're faced with a decision that can change your life.
Every second of every day, you're faced with Run, Lola, Run.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right. I'm not going to do this one, but here it is. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, the new hero from the creators of Jaws and Star Wars.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's a dicey one.
Very
doesn't count.
specific tagline for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I read something on Twitter today that I've never resonated with more. And it said, it was basically, I don't get why people like the Mummy films because they're just all Indiana Jones and the Temple and the Crystal Skull.
Hmm.
And I totally agree with that. People talk about them like, oh, this is fun, like Indiana Jones. It's like, no, it's Indiana Jones and the Temple, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's not Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I think I would agree that that the Mummy films are Indiana Jones light, but that's okay. Who's holding up the Mummy films as great movies? They're just fun movies.
People
They're not
really like
great
the first
movies.
Mummy. People really like the first Mummy film.
I think I agree with Zach. People like the first one. I think it's fine. It's watchable. It's fun. It's not Indiana Jones. The second one is terrible, though.
I don't remember any of them individually.
It's so
They're just
bad.
like one big movie in my mind.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what. Actually, they're all one big movie, and I couldn't tell you what happens in any of them combined. I know there's a mummy. There's a lot of running around and fighting a mummy. That's about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here's your next one, James.
Isn't Marion Cotillard in them or somebody like that?
No, it's Rachel Weisz.
It's Rachel Weisz. Yeah, there's like an
she's
actress that's like a higher station than those movies. I would say that's in them for some reason. All right, Kyle, hit us.
Live or die on this day.
On this day. Live or die on this day. Die Hard.
No.
No.
Logan's Run.
Incorrect.
No.
That is not in my top 100.
Should be.
No.
No.
All right. Genre: action, thriller, drama, adventure.
Sure.
Obviously.
Give me the the tagline again.
The tagline is live or die on this day.
Live or die on this day. On this day. Sure. Edge of Tomorrow.
Incorrect.
No.
Live, Die, Repeat.
Incorrect.
No.
All right, I'm going to give you a year. 2011.
Oh. 2011. Nothing happened that year. Nope, I pass. Zach.
Live or Die on this day. Judgment Day.
No.
You have a
I'm gonna
very
give
low
you-
opinion of my top 100.
I'm going to give you the third build.
Okay, please.
All right.
Yes.
Frank
Juicy.
Frank Grillo.
That's your clue?
That's third build.
All right, I'm pass.
Captain America Civil War. I don't think that's in my top 100.
In 2011. Yeah.
2011.
What else we got?
Your second build is Dermot Mulroney.
Oh, is this
I don't-
2011? 2011. Dermot. Mulroney.
Live or Die on this day. This
Snatch?
is Panic Room.
No.
No.
Oh man, what other clues can I give you? If I give you the first build, it's going to give it away.
You've seen this movie. What
What can I tell you about this movie?
yeah.
You haven't told us anything about the director.
There's not much to tell about the director.
Ouch.
Let's put it that
What
way.
does that mean?
Okay, this director has worked with this actor twice.
That's not a good clue. It's not gonna get us it's not gonna get us closer.
This
No.
director worked with this actor in a remake of a 70s TV show that they made into a movie.
Logan's
Okay.
Run. This is
I
what I'm
know.
saying.
This is Mark Wahlberg. Is the top actor, right? Is it Mark Wahlberg?
It is not Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, well, forget that then. I don't know.
This actor worked with this director in the A-Team.
I don't know who's in the A-Team.
I know who was in the A-Team, but Liam
Well,
Neeson was in the
was it-
A-Team, and
Was
so
Ice
was
Cube, Ice T?
No, the guy from that one movie.
Hulk Hogan?
No, I don't know. Kyle, give us better clues. We got to.
What was the first one? Who was the first actor you said?
Who
Liam
we talking
Neeson.
to?
Oh, so this is a Liam Neeson movie.
What's the tagline? Oh, this is the wolf one.
What's the title?
The Gray.
The Gray.
Correct.
You got it.
Thanks, Zach. You
How many have
gave
we
me-
done so far?
Zach gave me the clue. Kyle did not give me the clue.
I
don't know.
I was gonna get there.
You said you had 10. How many tabs do you have open?
Well, I closed a couple. I was reading ahead of their bad, so I lost
Oh,
track.
okay. I lost
W-
track.
Do
Just
do four more.
Do a couple more.
4 more. Okay, here we go. It's as real as the feelings you feel.
It's as real as the feelings you feel. Man, I don't know. No guess. Zach?
Her?
It is not her.
I like the movie, but that is not a top 100 movie.
No.
Oh, this is 5 genres: romance, family, fantasy, adventure, and comedy.
Sure. How about Princess Bride?
You got it.
Correct.
That's a terrible tagline.
It is, for sure. I was just trying to think of a movie that was all those things.
Yeah.
That's on my top 100.
Man is the warmest place to hide.
Okay. I like some weird movies.
Inner Space?
This is for James first.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not that. I don't know. I need more.
Being John Malkovich.
Incorrect.
Oh, that's a good guess, though. That might be on my top
let's-
100.
Ooh, this is sci-fi horror mystery. That was a good guess, Zach.
Event Horizon.
Incorrect.
No.
I don't think that's on my top 100 now that I think about it. But
What's
should
the
be.
tagline again?
The tagline is "Man is the warmest place to hide."
Gross. I don't like that
It's
tagline
gross.
at all.
I
Inner
agree.
Space.
You already said Inner Space. No.
No.
Um,
Let's hear a
Empire
year.
Strikes Back.
What? This is from 82.
82. Oh, The Thing.
You got it.
Correct.
Nice. That's good. I like that. I don't know
All
about
right.
warmest, but
Yeah, I
it's
don't-
in Antarctica.
Yeah.
it's
right.
still it's still weird.
Yeah.
2 more. The last place you'd ever expect to find yourself.
James, where is the last place you'd ever expect to find yourself?
That's a good question.
Inside of-
The last place you'd ever expect to find yourself. So it's like
What?
it's like the name of a town or something. Is this Saint Elsewhere?
This is not seen it elsewhere.
That's in your
No.
top 100?
No, it's not. I don't think I've ever seen it.
The last place you'd ever expect to find yourself? Pleasantville.
Incorrect.
No.
Hmm.
This is a drama sci-fi.
Of course it is. It's my top 100.
Yeah, all your movies.
The last place you'd ever want to find yourself is. I don't know. I have no clue. Zach?
Zombieland.
Incorrect.
No.
This is from 2009.
2009. How about District 9?
Incorrect.
It's a good
No.
guess. I got nothing.
Okay. Let's see. Let's talk about Second Build. Kevin Spacey.
Oh,
Moon.
okay.
Moon, you got it.
Correct.
And
Why,
your
who doesn't want to be on the moon?
Yeah, I want to be on the moon. It's not
That's
the
a
last
terrible
place I
tagline.
want to find myself.
But
Well,
you find yourself the clone aspect.
I get it.
Oh,
I get it.
spoiler. Wow, could we bleep that, please?
Nah, it's Moon.
It's not a spoiler.
That's a huge spoiler.
I don't think it is.
You don't. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone else, but yeah, you don't know what's going on until you find out about the thing.
Kyle, stop talking about it. It's a spoiler.
You
Jeez.
spoiled the thing now.
Let's get this game over with.
Kyle doesn't
right.
even like running the game.
You can never go too far.
You can never go too far.
Never go too far.
Ocean's 11.
No.
How's the 2
No.
spelled?
With 2 O's. TOO.
Okay, so like the real way.
I mean, the correct
proper
way,
way.
grammatically for this context, yes.
You can never go too far.
Never go too far.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Incorrect.
That is definitely not on
No.
my top 100.
I saw, that reminds me, I think it was a tweet about Mrs. Doubtfire. And it was something like, when I was a kid, I thought Sally Field was such a stick in the mud, but now I realized he brought a goat into the house.
Huh.
And I'm like, yeah, I see that now.
All right,
All
give
right.
us a clue.
This is a mystery drama fantasy.
Nope.
No guess.
Okay, this is from 2001.
What's the tagline again?
You can never go too far.
Drama, mystery, fantasy. 2001.
Mm-hmm.
You can never go too far. Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
This director only really made this film and then they made 2 afterwards, and that was kind of it.
Homeward Bound.
From 2001.
Nope.
All right. Maggie Gyllenhaal is in it.
Secretary.
Incorrect.
No.
Zach.
I don't know what Maggie Gyllenhaal was doing in 2001.
What if I gave you Drew Barrymore?
I don't know what Drew Barrymore was doing in 2001.
There's a movie
I
on
will
my
say-
top 100 with Maggie Gyllenhaal and Drew Barrymore in it.
Yep.
I can't think of
Never
what this-
Been Kissed.
Nope.
That's not on my top 100.
No.
Could be.
Know who's also in it?
Who?
Jenna Malone.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nope.
No.
Zach, you got anything?
Nope.
Nope.
Patrick Swayze.
You can never go too far.
I can't imagine like Grindhouse is on this. It's not Grindhouse.
What Patrick Swayze movie is in your top 100?
That from 2000.
I would not call this a
2001.
Patrick Swayze movie,
From 2001.
but he's in it.
What's he build?
Oh, he's like eighth down.
Yikes.
I want to say he plays a prominent role in this movie. Like, it's not like you would forget he's in it, but he is not the main character.
Is
I
this
forgot.
Dirty Dancing Havana Nights?
No.
No.
Seth Rogen is like 30th build in this movie.
So there's a lot of people in this movie, is what you're saying.
This
There-
is the end.
They need a lot of.
No,
they need
he
a lot
would be
of,
like first build in that.
They need a lot of like high school age actors for this movie.
They need it. Okay, I know what this is. Donnie Darko.
You got it.
Correct.
Patrick Swayze's in that?
Yeah,
Yes.
he plays the self-help guy who's got
Yeah,
the secret.
the TV
The house
guy
burns
who
down.
Gets his house burned down. Yep.
I
Spoiler
remember
alert.
that now.
Yeah.
Oh, great. You love saying that specific spoiler.
What? Hey, now I have to beep that. It relates to the earlier thing.
I gotta say, I thought I would enjoy that game, and
Yeah.
I did not.
I enjoyed that game quite a bit.
I liked it.
I think
all right.
the key to making the game enjoyable is 1, pick movies that are gettable. 2, no dead time. If they don't know the answer, just keep giving clues
Gotta
until they
keep
know
it-
it.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
Let me give you an example. Can I give you a fire hose of clues?
I
and you're
really
gonna-
like that you're giving this example at the end of the game. Like, now we played it. Here's how we should play.
Yes, you're welcome. Yes. Okay. May the Schwartz be with you.
Spaceballs.
Do you have a guess? What's that?
Spaceballs.
See how easy that is, guys?
Well,
It's
yeah,
not that hard.
it's the Schwartz be with you. I'm like,
It's not that hard to make a. Okay, you need something a little bit harder then?
yeah, give me something a little bit harder.
Okay. Heroes in a half shell.
Okay,
Teenage Ninja
that's
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
See? This is what I'm saying, guys. It's not that difficult.
When you choose easy ones like that.
Okay, what about this? The system is perfect until it comes after you.
The Matrix
No, it's from 2000.
Oh.
No, it's from 2002, guys.
from 2002.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi movie.
Matrix Reloaded.
No, directed by Spielberg. It's a Spielberg film.
Oh,
Minority
Minority
Report.
Report.
Yes. See, there's no downtime. It's just a fire hose of clues.
Yeah.
Well, we really should have established that at the beginning.
It was a learning process, guys. Well, I think we're all here to grow, right?
Nah, I'm done growing.
I'm
I
here to
grew-
grow.
I grew a lot during this podcast.
You did. You
I
did.
did. For sure.
Bring him home. Bring him home.
The Martian.
Yes. See? When it's just a firehouse of clues.
Firehouse.
It really. Firehouse. Yeah, whole firehouse.
I just need to say with more sincerity is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, let me try one out here with Zach's sincerity to it.
Please.
All right.
Okay.
And again, I picked from your favorite films of all time, not a random year that you don't remember.
You can erase someone from your mind. Getting them out of your heart is another story.
Memento.
No.
Oh no, this is
Come on,
Jim
fast.
Carrey. Jim
Go
Carrey.
fast. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Go with it. Yep. Run
Yeah.
with that. Fire hose.
Yeah.
Fire hose. Drink from the fire hose.
No,
Zach.
don't
Fire
say
hose.
that. No, no.
Eternal sunshine of the
So- yeah,
spotless mind.
I can't think when you're shouting fire hose at me. I thought it was backdraft. That's
I was
hilarious.
going for the Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
I think it was that one.
Well, thank you for listening to this episode 472 of the Cinereelists. We appreciate your listenership. Don't forget, you can always send us an email to heyguys@cinereelists.com. REEL with an S on the end. Send a comment, a question, a list suggestion, a movie suggestion, a game suggestion, any of those kinds of things. We are happy to receive via email. You could also leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Help us get to that magic number of 200. Follow the podcast on Patreon, patreon.com/Cinereelists. Support the podcast. Get cool stuff as well as extra after show episodes. You could follow us on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram at Cinereelists, or you could follow me on my personal Twitter or Letterboxd account at YoJRB.
You can follow me on Twitter or Letterboxd at Shaban.
You can find me on Letterboxd at PeterSKB.
Right. And don't forget to check out OscarPicks.app, right? With an S on the end. OscarPicks.app. Sign up,
Yes, sir.
fill out your ballot, get in our league, and whoever gets the highest ballots, whatever that means,
Gets a Cinereelist mug.
gets a Cinereels mug shipped to their door
Yeah.
anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
The link in the show notes will automatically join you to the Cinereelist group.
Perfect. That's how I did it as well, although I haven't filled out my ballot yet. Yeah, so
Okay.
go do that. And meanwhile, we'll see you next time. Until then, keep it Cinereal.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.